Hello and happy Halloween from Full Sail University. We decided to get in the spirit and we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial today. The look we're going to be recreating today is actually not what you see right now. Instead, we're going to pay tribute to one of the great horror movie figures, Jigsaw from the Saw series. So I'm going to be breaking it down step by step, going through the motions and teaching you how to become Jigsaw from the Saw series. Stay tuned. Alright, let's talk supplies and what you're going to need. Keep in mind this is just makeup that I had at home, but you can find similar makeup at any drugstore or even your local Halloween shop. To recreate Jigsaw's creepy pale face, I have this generic cream-based white face paint. If you don't have this white face paint, you can actually get any really super pale foundation. To set our white base, I have some translucent powder. You're going to want to put this over everything so it doesn't smudge, but I also got some white powder. To recreate the dark around his eyes, I actually have 3 different blacks here that I'm going to be applying all over. Any black eyeshadow will do. I have my brushes here ready to go. I'm also going to be cleaning and using this beauty blender to apply the white all over my face. And of course, Jigsaw wouldn't be complete unless he had those little swirls on his face. I actually don't own red paint, so instead I'm going to be using this lipstick. Sometimes the best part about experimenting with makeup and having fun is trying new things. So yeah, I'm going to use lipstick to recreate the swirls. Why not? First things first, I gotta wipe off all this makeup. Now that my makeup is all wiped off, except my neck, shh, I'm leaving that. You're gonna want to generously apply some white face paint. After you dampen your beauty blender, you're gonna wanna kind of sponge it into your face, smear it around. It's okay if it's a little messy. He's a creepy character. Since we're gonna be surrounding our eyes with black, a lot of black, it's okay to go ahead and skip that area. Instead, get down here and also get your forehead. Okay, so before we move on to our black eyeshadow, you're going to want to set this white paint with some translucent powder or white powder. And you can be very generous with this and make fun faces. Essentially, you want your face to be so covered in white powder that it doesn't wipe off and that it's totally sealed in. Applying a lot of powder like this actually has benefits because when you put your black eyeshadow on, sometimes it falls off down here, but all this powder allows you to wipe it away. Because we want our black eyeshadow to be super pigmented, we are going to prime our eyes. Any generic eye primer will do. This is where it gets kind of messy, but don't worry, it can look dirty and grimy if you want it to. It's part of creating a character. So far, so good. I have covered each eye in black. I blended it out a little bit, but you know what? We're gonna add more. To add some depth to our black, I'm actually going to be going in with this very, very dark brown color. And for this, you're gonna wanna blend on top of here and bring it all the way up to your eyebrow. Using that same dark brown, you're gonna wanna bring it down the bridge of your nose a little bit to kind of define your nose and make it really sharp. And of course, don't forget to blend it out. You really want to concentrate right here on the inner socket of your eye because it really gives it that sunken, dead look. And following the guideline of where your eye socket is, you're just going to want to smudge in a lot of black and then blend it out nicely. No, really, keep adding black till you look dead. Dead. And if too much black eyeshadow fell onto your pale cheeks, just grab the same brush you used for your translucent powder and wipe it away. To add a little bit more depth into our eyes, I'm actually going to be going in with this maroon. You can use any kind of red color or even a blush. I'm just applying it very lightly underneath my eyes where we already have the black and blending it in. And since Jigsaw is a puppet, I'm actually going to be going in with black paint to draw the lines on either side of our face to give it a puppet-like jaw. For precision, use a teeny tiny little paintbrush. After you get your lines on, it's time to blend them out a little bit and add some shadowing. Using just a smidgen of black eyeshadow, you're going to want to go down the line and kind of blend it in like I did on this side towards the middle. totally optional, but for more depth, you can actually add a little bit of pigment right under your lip to kind of make your bottom lip look bigger, like a doll. Okay, so this next step is a little bit complicated. I'm actually going to be carving out my cheekbones with this angled brush using a very dark eyeshadow. If you've never contoured before, I say take this very slowly, go step by step, and remember that if it gets messy, it's okay. For our contour today, I'm going to be working from my temple down, and I'm actually going to swoop it right back up to give the appearance of a creepy smile. Ta-da! Just like that. Okay, so starting at the temple, you're going to want to lightly work your way down your cheekbone and kind of swoop up over here. Don't worry, it looks messy, but it's going to be pretty. Using a big fluffy brush, you're going to want to blend this out and around, kind of really give those creepy cheeks. Okay, let's work on our lips. Any generic red lipstick or red paint will do. I'm going to be using a matte velour lipstick so it'll last longer. After you have your red lipstick on, I'm taking a tiny little brush and I'm going to extend my corners out to give it a really doll-like smile. I almost forgot. Jigsaw has a butt chin, so make sure you draw on a butt chin. Boop, boop. And blend out the butt chin. We are almost done. We're gonna draw on Jigsaw's little swirls. Here's the fun part about makeup. Sometimes one side looks great and the other one doesn't, but that's okay. It's fun. All right, guys, here it is, the completed Jigsaw look. It's okay if you don't get it perfect. Clearly I didn't. I'm gonna take all my selfies from this angle. Thank you for joining us, and if you recreate this look, be sure to use #FullSale on your social media so we can see it and check it out.